latest deep house towards the top of the hour. Towards 7 is when we change our music from hip-hop, new soul, and also to some sort of deep house. And now, let me give a shout-out to ladies and gentlemen who are on our socials listening to us. Of course, Charles Chacha, asante sana, welcome to the show. And Patrick Wainaina, Victor Dawa, Kiprotich Japheth. And then there's a gentleman, Nobs UG. Nobs, you're saying watching live from Terego district in West Nile. Terego district in West Nile, you know, that's near area where the main Luo groups are settled in first. So karibu sana, Nobs. I think I know West Nile is an area where we have plenty of fish. Of course, the yellow fish is there. I hope you're eating some yellow fish when you're listening to SpiceFM, because Terego is a nice place to be. When I come to West Nile, I'll look for you gentlemen there. I know the place is a wonderful place to be. Pilipili Hoho, asante sana, nice being with us this afternoon. Podanya Jolo, we see you. It's been wonderful being with you. And of course, Jackie Soni, from Nyeri, Jackie, Sony, Khadija, asante sana for tuning in, and your comments are highly valued as usual. Keep listening. Of course, it's a Spice Drive where we unpack issues, and today I'm in the studio with none other than Collins Mutindi, a gentleman who does a lot of music production for people who are hearing impaired. But he also does some farming, and he's been a DJ. So he was telling us through the lowdowns of his life and how he makes music for people who are challenged on the hearing front. Now, before I go back to Kolo, there's a very interesting comment from the gentleman known as Kimaniwa Ishungwa. Kimani Ishungwa, or if you know, is a guy from Kikuyu town, the leader of the government business in the house, of course, or majority leader. He says that it was observed that the rising rates of divorce and moral decay are linked to unchecked access to pornographic content online. The cybercrime law, he says, cybercrime law amendment, therefore, seeks to protect families and children by restricting access to such harmful material, ensuring Kenya does not remain the only country where pornographic sites can be freely accessed without regulation. Now, Mr. Kimani Ishungwa, he used to work here at the Standard Group. It's wonderful that you've said what you've said, but not everyone goes online to check pornography. And number two, remember that you cannot use a hammer on a mosquito bite. The truth is that we have freedom of consumption of information. And freedom of information, we have positive information. So pornography is consumed only by a small group of people who check on those algorithms. And I like the way Rapture, the scientist, has answered him back. Rapture, of course, is a gentleman who does comedy and also has a podcast. Says that I'm online all day. I don't watch pornography. It doesn't even appear on my feed. Social media companies have a guiding system that directs algorithms and recommends posts, which is true. So now, if you think that everyone that's the reason, but you cannot say that pornography and that leads to divorce. I think it's totally unfounded, and we should get excuses which are more plausible, but not just saying things which cannot stand the test of time. You cannot say that Kenyans are divorcing because of watching pornography. This government, I don't know what you guys think sometimes. Kenyans are not stupid to be told that that's a cause of divorces in this country. So if you want to pass a new law, please get a better way of framing it, and that law must be consistent with what freedom of expression, association, and freedom of speech. Those fundamentals are aligned towards it. So that's what I would like to say on this part of the show. But away from that, let me just get into a quick short interview with Kolo as we wind up this afternoon. Kolo, so when you're telling me that you've been doing farming for quite some time and music, and you said that some of your musicians are people who are hearing challenged, but you also have a new song which you've released. We won't play it, but you can tell us the new song which you have out there right now.
Yeah, it's true. I work with people who are challenged. I call them differently abled people.
Yes.
And yes, I have a new song. As I explained earlier, we normally do the audio first, and then produce, and then script. So for this new song, it is out there on every platform, the audio version. But then this time we want to go full board on this one, because it's a dancehall. It's a first dancehall song we are doing. We have done. I have actually voiced it. I also want to show people that I don't release songs because I cannot. I only opt to become a producer and a director or write for other people. But for this one, now I am actually confirming to people that I can also perform. I'm also a performing artist. Yes, so at the moment we are still rehearsing on the video because my guy, the main guy, who is not around, is in Istanbul in Turkey, doing some things, and for sure next month we will be shooting our video, and it will be ready early December.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you're saying it will be early December, so the other thing I wanted to know, and basically maybe we need to look at, is that apart from the music you're doing, how can people reach you for if they want to book differently abled artists?
Yes.
For concerts?
Yep.
For festivals, because you say you do festivals for differently abled artists as well.
Yes, yes.
And what are the social handles so that they can reach you if they want to have more information of production for differently abled people?
So if you are interested in doing not just music, I'm also anticipating. I'm really looking forward to working with people who want to do their advertisements. It doesn't have to be music. We can do an advert with the sign. And also, I am also looking forward to doing like a major performance. Not like I organize for the show, like I get invited for a show, like PMVA, let's say. It's the only now award-winning show that we have that recognizes the force of the creatives. So I am also looking forward to doing a performance with the sign interpretation and music and dance and DJs also included. So yeah. So if you want to reach me, you can reach me on Collins Mutindi across all platforms. If you have questions about farming, I also have handles for farm. It's Mutindi Farms across on Twitter, on X, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I'm everywhere. Yeah, so Mutindi Farms for farming and Collins Mutindi for production or adverts. Yes.
So, Kolo, it has been a pleasure hosting you this afternoon. Maybe is anything you want to tell Kenyans out there to look out for?
Yes. Kenyans should expect more. There's a guy I love so much. I listen to music. There's this guy called Iyani. He said, ni maGrammy tu ndo tunangojea. So we will not just wait for the Grammys, we will work for them. We want to put in hard work, and then eventually we see what will happen. So the next project, the audio is out. It's called Very Bad by Collins Mtindi. The video, I want this video to be the topic of 2026 across all, all social media, all radio stations. I want to change the narrative, and I want this to be the East Africa's favorite video. Okay. Yes, it will be very bad.
I think you've explained yourself. It's wonderful to host you, Kolo, and you're doing a good job when you deal with people who are differently abled. May God keep giving you grace to work with people who are differently abled, and your music grew and explore other avenues.
Yes.
I really appreciate you coming for the show. The Spice Drive is a show where we unpack issues, and today we wanted to see how to expand the music industry beyond what we know, and you are doing something on that regard. Asante sana. I think we will continue inviting you, of course, to tell us about more farming and other issues in the coming days. And away from the music and what you're talking with Collins, our dear listeners out there, yesterday and the day before, there was something called UEFA Champions League. And you can remember that there were games which were played. And quickly, let me take you to what happened on Tuesday. Athletic Club defeated Karabag 3-1. Galatasaray defeated Bodo Glimt 3-1. Atalanta drew with Slavia Prague at 0-0. Bayern München and Club Brugge 4-0. Chelsea defeated Ajax Amsterdam 5-1. Frankfurt was defeated by Liverpool 5-1. Of course, Monaco, that Liverpool match is the first win in their 4 matches after 4 losses in a row. Monaco and Tottenham drew 0-0. Real Madrid defeated Juventus. Juventus, we call it the old lady of Turin, 1-0. Sporting Lisbon, or Sporting CP, defeated Marseille 2-1. That's on Tuesday. And then yesterday night, of course, there were another couple of games which were played, and the winners were, of course, Chelsea played yesterday and won. Of course, Arsenal played the other day and won. So now there's a very interesting, UEFA has released the team of the week. UEFA team of the week. And the team of the week looks very interesting because Vicario of Tottenham, he really helped Tottenham get a draw in that game. He's the best goalkeeper in that week. On the right back is Dumfries, and the left back is Nuno Mendes of Paris Saint-Germain, Dumfries of Inter Milan, and Nuno Mendes of Paris Saint-Germain, of course, that's Nuno Mendes. Then in the central defense, Gabriel and Van Dijk, of course, the Premier League, Arsenal and Liverpool. And then in the midfield, they picked Mecha of Dortmund, and of course, Fami Lopez of Barcelona, and Karl of Bayern Munich. Then on the front three is Gordon of Newcastle, Guruzzetta of Atletico de Madrid, and of course, Man of PSV Eindhoven. So that's how the team of the week looks like. So we are hoping that you continue watching football. And on Saturday, remember, I host for you the biggest football conversation, the pitch side. So we will unpack this with my co-host Roger Shitemi and Cedric Msumba on Saturday on the way forward in the matters football and sports in general. So now it has been a wonderful afternoon hosting you, doing the show with you. And of course, to our listeners out there, we always appreciate the fact that you always chill and listen to us. Remember that the rains are just about to take place. So when you're traveling, make sure that you keep warm, you have your car in tip-top condition, and you wear a raincoat or something to cover your feet or gloves so that you can defeat or beat this weather which you're going into. So, ladies and gentlemen, it has been real. We wish you a wonderful evening. In the next few minutes, of course, Kevin Matara will be joining us when he starts his show, the After Hours.